The topic is solving absolute value equations and inequalities. So let's do the first example. We need to solve absolute value, the inequality, absolute value of 2x minus 1 over 3 is less than 5. Alright, so does it look like 1? So we're not going to use formula number 1 because it has equality and this is inequality, less. But it looks exactly like number 2. So we can use number 2. What does number 2 says? It says that whatever inside the absolute value is going to be between negative k and k. Remember, our k here happens to be 5. So what number 2 says, whatever inside the parentheses is going to be between negative k, my k is 5, and then k. So saying this is the same thing as saying that. Alright, so now we need to solve for x. We need to find x. So first thing we want to do is get rid of number 3. How do we get rid of the fraction? It's the easiest way. I'm going to multiply. Should I do it in 2? Yeah, let's do it in 2x minus 1 over 3. I'm going to multiply all this stuff by 3. So I have to do the same thing for the right side, and I have to do the same thing for the left side. So I multiply all the sides by 3. Why do I do that? Because this 3 is going to be cancelled. So I'll have 2x minus 1 is between negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. 5 times 3 is 15. I'm looking for x, remember. So I need to get rid of next from negative 1. I'm going to add 1 to all sides. 2x minus 1 plus 1 will be gone. 15 plus 1 is 16. Negative 15 plus 1 is negative 14. Now I need to get rid of the 2. I'm going to divide everything by 2. 16 divided by 2 will be 8. Negative 14 divided by 2 will be negative 7. So this is the solution. All the x's that are between negative 7 and 7. So if you write it in interval notation, it will be all the numbers from negative 7 to 8. This is the solution. Now let's do the next example. Next example is 6 minus 2 times absolute value of x plus 1 is less than 2. So how do we solve for x? Well, here it doesn't look like anyone. It might look like this, but we don't know for sure. So before we do that, we need to get rid of the 6, then get rid of negative 2, and then see how the inequality look like. So how do we get rid of the 6? Subtract 6 from both sides. We have negative 2 absolute value of x plus 1. 2 minus 6 is negative 4. Now I need to get rid of this negative 2. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. If I divide negative 4 by negative 2, remember I'm dividing by negative number, so I need to switch the sign, so this becomes strictly bigger. Now I may rewrite this. Strictly bigger. Negative 4 divided by negative 2 is just 2. Now you see it doesn't look like, even though we thought it looks like number 2, it's actually formula number 3. See, it's bigger, and we have bigger here. So we have to use this and that. So what does number 3 says? It says whatever inside the parentheses is going to be less than negative k. Remember, my k happens to be 2. Negative k, or whatever is inside the parentheses is bigger than k, which is 2. Now we need to solve for x. This means subtract 1 from both sides. This means x is less than negative 3. Subtract 1 from both sides. X is bigger than 1. Now you need to write the solution in interval notation. This is negative 3, this is 1. We want all the numbers that are strictly less than negative 3, and all the numbers that are strictly bigger than 1, right? It's 1. So how do we write that in interval notation? It's going to be all that union all that. So the solution will be negative infinity, negative 3, union 1, infinity. We have to use parentheses because negative 3 and 1 are not included. So this is the solution. And that's it for this example.